just begun. Pour a cup, let the chatter spree. Your morning fix is here with thee. Mika, Kim, and Rebecca agree. The morning tea is the place to be.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning. Hey, y'all.
It is Wednesday. It is Wednesday. Good morning, Chili Bill Smith, to the amazing radio. I'm not going to say how many years you've been in radio, but good morning to you, sir. We are so excited that you tuned and joined us on this morning, praying that you have had an amazing show today and you handling business in H-Town. Y'all say good morning to one of the legendary radio personalities out of Houston, Texas.
Hey,
good morning.
Chili Bill been in the game way longer than me.
Chili Bill Smith. And he's
So
early.
He's early, but his show is real early. He been in the game. I know Chili Bill been in the game for about 15, 20 years. He been a beast at his thing. So good morning to you, sir. And thank you so much for rocking with us on early this morning. So good morning to the people. While we join and tag and add people to our show, we are so excited to have y'all here. It is Women's Worth Wednesday. It's Women's Worth Wednesday. So ladies, tell me about your weekend. Tell me what you had going on. I know Rebecca been traveling. So y'all tell us about y'all weekend.
So I traveled to St. Louis on behalf of the Association of Black Tax Professionals. Because like I tell people, we don't just do taxes, we give back. And founder of ABTP is really big on that. We don't just give back here, we travel and give back. So this weekend we went and gave back with the Urban League. They were celebrating their 1 year since they had that huge storm there that tore their city up. So they gave out food. They had over 1.8 million in food donations. So the people lined up and we just stuffed their car. They got everything from chicken, meat, fruit, milk, like everything, toiletries, all kinds of stuff. So we did that. We helped them do that. And then we left there and we donated 200 toiletry bags that we put together ourselves, and we gave that out to the homeless of St. Louis. So
that is so awesome.
I love it. Make an impact in the community where it
counts. Right.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that I haven't been to St. Louis in so long. I think I was at my when we were younger in Louisiana, we used to take this charter bus. And so everybody in the area, the families would come together and pay to go to, we would travel to different states. We went to Disney World, Disneyland, we went to Chicago, we went to St. Louis and just different places. So as a child, I was excited about going to the different places and then traveling with family. But let me tell y'all, when I tell you we used to have coolers and sandwiches and snacks.
Yes.
I mean, that was the old way of traveling.
Yes.
And there wasn't nothing wrong with it.
Nothing.
Yeah, we playing cards on ice chess and Uno and Keno and all of the things. But I can remember those childhood memories. And I remember going to going there when I was a young adult. But shout out to y'all for just giving back and, like Kim said, making an impact and traveling to do so. Traveling to do so. Because you never know when the experience will knock on our door, because we've had plenty of hurricanes, plenty of snowstorms that did a lot to our cities and our states as well. So shout out to y'all and everybody who contributed towards that effort and assisting them. So Kim, what you do this weekend?
Well, I finally went to go see Michael, and it was really good. I enjoyed it. You know, I was laughing, crying, singing, dancing, doing it all. And after that, you know, just kind of relaxed on the weekend, did a little R&R, you know.
Yes. So shout out to the teachers. I see Tashonda Joyner, Dr. Tashonda Joyner, who is doing amazing in the Alief Independent School District. I saw that they had a lot of retirees and those who have been in the district had an event on yesterday, but shout out to her who's doing amazing. And then we got other people. We got Amari, who is awake with us this morning.
I love it. Hey, Amari.
Good morning.
We got Jessica Steptoe.
Hey, Jessica.
And then I saw somebody else. Oh, Jordan. I saw Jordan. I don't know where her comment went, but thank you, Jordan, for rocking with us on this morning. So what did I do this weekend? I actually relaxed this weekend.
Yeah.
I really didn't do a lot. David and I went and had buffet. Rebecca, I don't know if you know about this Chinese, but have you been to Empire Buffet?
Where is it at?
Now, you know, I don't know.
Because, you know, once you go to so many, the names, you never can. But it must be good. If you remembered the name, it must be good. Because we'll just say buffet. Buffet over there.
No. It was Empire. And from what I know, David said that it moved from another place. It was somewhere else. But let me tell you, I don't know if you like crabs, but they have buffet crabs. They have the soft shell crabs. They have the boiled crab. Listen, and we went twice last week. Let me tell you.
It was good.
We went twice. So that's our little weekly spot. And I told David, I said, I wasn't going to tell a whole bunch of us because I don't want y'all to come and start eating all the crabs.
You already know the prices go up and everything.
Oh my God, but it's huge.
I'm glad y'all enjoy Prime though, XO.
Oh yes, we enjoyed Prime. Oh my God,
y'all look so nice too.
Thank you, girl. We had a good time. We caught an Uber there. We listened to the. I was like, you know what? This is a cool spot too. The food was amazing, and then the ambiance. It was just a really nice ambiance. So yeah, we're gonna have to go. I told him we definitely will be back. We definitely will be back.
It's nice. It used to be here. It used to be out here by me, and they
that's what they said.
I was so upset, but the owner said he's like, no, we're just gonna revamp and restructure. And they did just that.
We saw him. The owner was there, and I told him. I said, my friend told me that y'all. He said, yeah, we used to be in Forney, and so I knew where Forney was. But yeah, it was super super dope. So we'll definitely be back for that. But that's all I did, and went to church, and David barbecued, and we just kind of chilled over the weekend. So y'all let us know in the chat, what did y'all do this weekend? We want to give a shout out, of course, to Jalitha and Dr. Bro. They did their grand opening on Saturday, and of course, we didn't get a chance to go, but I saw that they were well represented.
I did that too.
I was gonna ask about that, Kim.
Yes, I'm behind 2 weeks. Y'all done threw me off. Okay, yeah. The food was fooding.
It looked like it.
Listen, the food is food. Make sure y'all get over there and check them out at 6841 North Fry Road in Katy, Texas. The food is good, breakfast, everything. You won't be disappointed. The pricing is good. Yeah, it's
I love it.
Me and David said we're gonna have to go when he come back. We're gonna have to go by when we come home. To Shonda, May 29th. Okay, I'll text it to you and let you know the name of the spot. But we had a good weekend. But listen, y'all, if this is your first time tuning in to the Morning Tea Radio Show, we utilize the platform businesses, entrepreneurs, those who are wanting to grow and enlarge your networking territory. So if you are a business owner, entrepreneur, if you have an event coming up, or a nonprofit leader and you would like more exposure to your event, or you want people to purchase tickets, or if you want to do some radio advertising, you can definitely reach out to myself, reach out to Kim, reach out to Rebecca, and we have some packages for you guys. We know it's graduation season. Graduation season, and when I tell you the floodgates is flooding with graduates in 2026.
Yes.
I was like, oh my God. So shout out to everyone, the graduates of 2026. It doesn't matter if you going from kindergarten to first grade, whatever it is that you have accomplished, we are excited for you. And so we are shouting you out on today. Great job for going to the next level, whatever that next level is. And then we're going to give a shout out to the business owners who have made a decision that they're going to go to the next level. They're going to dig deep in the trenches, and whatever next level looks like for you, whether it's a small goal, long-term goal, whatever it is that you have accomplished in this, I'm going to say, we're in the second quarter. Yeah, we're in the second quarter, right?
Yep.
Yeah, we're in the second quarter. We don't have a lot of quarters left.
Yeah.
So, if you are a business owner, you need to get to getting, because the quarters are moving fast. The quarters are moving fast. Shout out to Miss Unmute. Y'all better recognize what I have on my head this morning.
I wasn't gonna say nothing.
The merch is merching.
So I love it.
A hair day like your girl is, even with braids. You got something to make you look cute. So excited. So yeah, y'all, we got so much to talk about. Listen, the morning tea topic today is hot. So if you want to sip some hot tea, don't go nowhere. Don't go anywhere. We're going to get into this commercial break. The tea gossip segment is coming up next. And then, of course, we got Miss Unmute and Miss Kim with Ruffle Your Feathers. So y'all don't go nowhere. We'll be right back with the tea gossip segment.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And now it's time for Entertainment News, the tea gossip segment, right here on the Morning Tea Radio Show.
Screw it. Man, if I was a DJ, I would be breaking y'all off on that part. I know. Screw it. This is the tea gossip segment of the Morning Tea Radio Show. And if you haven't listened to the tea gossip segment, it's a time where we talk about things in the entertainment industry. It could be something that's happening around the world. It could be something my mom sent me because she definitely keeps her ear to the streets when it comes to entertainers. But whatever, we have a good morning tea topic. It's a little weird. Not morning tea topic, tea gossip segment. Unacceptable. A Louisville mom catches school staff discussing weed and edibles and allegedly abusing her autistic son after hiding camera in his hair. So Tiffany Lee, another mother from Louisville, is demanding answers after alleging her 7-year-old nonverbal autistic son, Samaj, was abused by a staff member at Field Elementary School. So she's a mother, of course, of a 7-year-old. Her son is nonverbal. And so she was concerned by repeating complaints from the school about her son's behavior. Lee said she began to question whether the reports reflected what was truly happening in the classroom. And she ordered a hidden camera to place on her son, desperate to find out what was going on. So according to Lee, the behavior described by the school staff was drastically different than what was taking place at home. So the people from the school were calling her, sharing information about her son that seemed really off when it comes to him being on a school campus. So she said he had never displayed this extreme behavior school officials claimed he was having at school. So determined to uncover the truth, she secretly placed a small recording camera inside her son's ponytail before sending him to school. What she says the footage captured left her devastated. So it reportedly shows him sitting quietly until an individual who's identified as a primary teacher exists in the classroom. Soon afterward, another staff member identified by the outlet as an assistant can allegedly be heard speaking aggressively to her child. And if you have ever been around somebody autistic, you know that things that you do will cause them to react and respond in a certain way. When you're in a classroom and you specialize with kids that are artistic or they have a special needs, you should already be aware of things that will cause them to respond a specific way.
Yep.
So as the interaction escalates, Samaj reportedly begins. I hear a echo, y'all. I don't know where it's coming from. It may be me. Let me see. Let me turn mine down. Sorry about that. By an outlet. So what happened was clapping. Eventually, he started screaming. And behaviors, Lee said, typically indicate her son is overwhelmed by distress. And if you've ever been around them, then you know when they get overwhelmed, that's how they respond. So what happened was, she said at one point, the assistant allegedly tells the child, "I'm not playing with you no more," before later shouting, "Get out of here," which caused him, of course, to start responding to the way that she was talking to him, she was screaming at him, caused him to respond that way. So Lee said during Friday's press conference that she had last week, what she discovered on the camera footage is something no parent should ever have to see or hear. She also alleged that the recordings captured staff members were discussing marijuana, using edibles while inside the classroom. So this is okay. Got it. See, my technical support is sending me messages. but so this is what happened with the lady. So how would you? I know. Listen, for me, y'all be looking at me in the orange suit.
Yeah, absolutely.
In the orange.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. It was it's and it's so sad because this is a nonverbal child, so they only can respond a certain type of way. And when I was reading it, I felt so bad because as a parent, it's already hard enough that you're sending your child to a school or you're sending them somewhere where they can't tell you what's going on.
Yeah.
And you looking, I can only imagine her going back and listening to this video or watching the video and seeing her son respond to the way that this was taking place. So y'all in the comments, I would love to know, how would you respond to that? Those of you who are in education, how would you respond to that situation? Because remember, we got to go back. She said she put the camera inside of her son's hair because she felt like what they were calling her, claiming he was doing in the classroom, that was not behavior that she had at home.
Right.
So in response to that, now you got kids that are, I mean, you have this baby who can't speak. He's only responding how he knows to respond and getting agitated. So Rebecca, I'm gonna ask you, what would you do in this behavior?
Locked up, don't let me out. But seriously, because what they're gonna do, they don't have a win. So the first thing they're gonna run to do is talk about the recording. Yeah. And the fact that the recording was on the baby's person, I don't see where they can try to, but regardless of that, what we heard and saw is what we heard and saw. So yes, that would be a whole, like, I don't blame her for doing a press conference. I don't blame her for putting it live and getting in front of it, because so many people feel like they don't have a win with that kind of stuff because they're going up against a big old school. But baby, I be on every sidewalk. If it's just me and my little tripod, we gonna let that be known and protect my baby. Yeah, that is so sad.
Yeah, so sad. What about you, Kim?
Listen, me and Rebecca, we're gonna be cellmates because, baby, I'm gonna tear the school up. And being a previous educator myself, that's just so sad to hear, And even in school system nowadays, you hear so much stuff about these so-called educators or whatever. It's sad. It really is. And I hate that for the family. I hope they get justice. Thankfully the lady, she remained calm and didn't go up there and put her hands, on them people, because you know what I'm saying? You're already dealing with an autistic child as it is. Mothering alone is hard, but then when you have an autistic baby, that's more.
Right.
But my heart go out to them. I hope they get justice. But baby, I would be then tore it up before you can talk some sense into me about my baby,
Yeah. And I'm like, Trina, they certification should definitely be taken. They should be able to work with kids.
Yeah.
Ooh. They did say that they disbar or whatever it was that they do when it comes to kids. That was something that they did put in the article that they did. So it's going to be interesting to follow the investigation on what takes place with that. But I know as a mother, I'm pretty sure it haunts her, because you're hoping that when you send your child to school, and this is any school, even if you have a verbal child, right? Because you have babies that are in school, they can't tell you exactly what's going on, but they have a reaction to certain things that are on their school campus than it is when they're at home. So Helen says, just retired from school, parents, grandparents, auntie, uncles get involved, documentation in writing.
Hey, Aunt Candy. That's Aunt Candy.
Huh?
That's Aunt Candy from North Carolina.
Helen. Oh, hey, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
So yeah, they definitely should add. I lost my train of thought.
I'm sorry.
Whatever I was getting ready to say. But yeah, so thank y'all so much for sharing your thoughts and how you would have handled that as well. So let's get into this next segment. Y'all don't go nowhere. We're gonna get into a quick song, and then when we come back, we got Miss Unmute. So don't go nowhere.
I got a force within, it's powered by Yahweh. My energy, my source, Yahweh. Strength when I'm feeling weak, Yahweh. Oh, taste and see, Yahweh. Get the glory right now, speak through me. Any weapons formed against you, I defeat it. Hey, that's a perfect record, he's undefeated. And it's a no-brainer for me. which side I'm choosing. Yeah. Every time I call, you don't hesitate to show up. I feel like I'm favored just cause I can talk to you. In the morning, soon as I wake up, I give you the glory just to see new mercy.
I know you're gonna dig this.
Hey y'all, hey, it's your girl Rebecca, the Unmute Yourself Queen. Let me ask you a question. Do you find yourself shrinking inside of rooms that you are meant to command? And do you ask yourself, why does this keep happening? Well, stay tuned for my upcoming segment, Unmute Yourself, and you'll see why, and get tips on how to change that. Stay tuned.
Clock it.
Look,
Hey,
I got the
y'all,
wrong
hey.
finger.
How y'all doing today? So today's unmute segment is you're allowed to outgrow the version of you that helped you survive. I'm going to say that again. You are allowed to outgrow the version of you that helped you survive. Sometimes the version of you that helped you survive is not the version of you that's supposed to elevate you. When we were trying to survive, we were in hustle mode. We were hard. We didn't ask for help. We didn't ask for, we were hard life. We didn't know nothing about being in the soft era because we had to do what we had to do. We had to take on so much. We had to be that strong person. We had to take on everybody's else issues because life sometimes just didn't give us a choice. But now as you elevate, you don't have to feel guilty about leaving that version behind. Just because that version helped you to get to where you are, you don't have to keep carrying that version. You can now live your soft life. You can now stop shrinking. You can now open your mouth and tell people, you know what? It is too much. You're dumping too much on me. Struggle mode had us one way, but now you're elevated. You don't have to live in that version of you anymore. So when you feel like that version of you is still taking over who you are and it's causing you to shrink or it's causing you to mute, just think about it. I'm not there no more. I've elevated and I'm going to live in my elevation. So
Ooh, that's good.
That is.
Unmute yourself. That is today's segment. Clock
it. That's dope. That's good. Ooh, that's good. That's a whole nother show in itself.
Listen, I know. I need to sit in there for a minute.
Yeah,
absolutely. Sit in it. So I wanted to pop this in because it's very valid. Trina said one more, and I'm out this thing. After 31 years in education, it seems like they hire anybody. That is so true. That is so true. You got people that's faking certifications and all different things. And then, however, you have to have a heart to serve in a classroom with special needs children. Like you have to have a heart for that. And everybody is not built for that. Just because they want to be hired for a school, like you have to have the heart first to want to serve those kids, because those things that they do, that they respond to, and you have to have the level of expertise and in the areas that when they respond a certain type of way, what causes those things. And I think, like Trina said, they're just hiring anybody in a classroom, and then the state stuff, that's another thing. Like you're hiring people because you need the numbers of the kid. It's just so much that goes along with that. But I definitely agree. With that. So we're gonna get into this next segment. Y'all don't go nowhere.
Hey, it's your favorite Miss Kim on the Morning Tea Radio Show. Coming up next, let me ruffle your feathers. Stay put now. Don't go nowhere.
Hey, y'all. Hey. It's been a minute. I'm going to be real quick. Listen, we need to learn to hurt people's feelings in a good way. Okay? And what I mean about that, since a lot of us, myself included, we're all about keeping peace, protecting our peace, and things like that. So what we're going to have to learn how to do, and I'm learning this myself, we have to learn to act accordingly. Don't be bullied into anything and regret it later. And when you say no, it's no. Like point blank, period. No explanation, because I'm learning that for myself. So we got to learn how to hurt people's feelings in a good way. And that's no, just like that. Just like that. So go out and be kind today. and learn to hurt people's feelings in a good way. Love y'all and be kind.
Love y'all and be kind.
And be kind.
Let us know how you feel about hurt people in a good way, or give us some examples. Maybe you decided to change. Maybe your no is no and your yeses are yeses, or whatever the case may be. Y'all give us some examples of what you think that what you said, Kim, hurt people in a good way.
Hurt people in a good way by saying no, like, you
and
know,
not explaining your no.
Not explaining your no, like, because let's just use us for example. If y'all say, hey, you want to do this, and I say, nah, I'm good. And then y'all say, okay, we'll catch up with you later. You know, it's just no. You know, I don't have to, I don't feel like you have to explain because of the friendship, the loyalty. It's just no. Because for me, I would respect that and say, okay. And I wouldn't have no attitude. I wouldn't be in my feelings. No, it's no. As Rebecca say, at this big old grown age, no, it's no. Like, I'm not going to explain myself. I'm not. And that doesn't mean I'm being mean or I'm changing. No, it's just no. I don't owe you no explanation for nothing. I've explained too much. You know, too much. No.
All right, y'all. That is the Kim segment of Ruffle.
Yeah. No.
No means no. Don't ask.
No means no. But I love you.
All right, y'all. We got a morning tea topic when we come back from this jingle, and it's titled "Pretty Packages Problem Patterns." This conversation is kind of like I'm just going to say an extension of Monday night's conversation on Committed and Uncut, but this is from a woman's perspective, right? So it's why women overlook the inside while admiring the outside. And we're going to talk all about that when it comes to relationships, when it comes to friendships, when it comes to business ships, whatever ship it is. Okay. We're going to talk about that. So as soon as we get back from this jingle, y'all get in there and tell us what you think about the conversation that we're going to have on the morning tea topic. We'll be right back. Don't go nowhere.
It's the morning tea. Your perfect brew to start the day right. Good vibes and music shining so bright. With every sip, let your spirit soar. Open the window, let in so much more. It's the morning tea. It's the morning tea. We got the tunes to get you in your groove. A little inspiration.
Man, that mug be rocking. I don't know about y'all, but that mug, I'm gonna have to get the whole one. So DLS Music, if you are live and you quiet, we need the whole song. We need the whole song. So this is the morning tea topic time of our show where we have, as I always say, adults conversations. We pull back the layers and we have a transparent, as the young people say, we keep it 100. And sometimes our conversation leads to different perspectives. Sometimes our perspective may change based on the dialogue, or maybe you may comment and make us think a different way than what we originally thought based on whatever this topic is. So we have a really good topic today. And it's talking about, you know, as women, we often are drawn to what looks good, right? Charisma. Social media can definitely make you see the bells, the whistles, the light, right? Confidence, success, charm, chemistry. But many times while we're admiring the exterior, we ignore the interior of a person, right? Signs that eventually become the very things that hurt us, right? Because we have an expectation for people of what it looks like on the outside, or maybe what somebody shared, or maybe, like I said, social media paints this perfect picture of individuals, and we're automatically drawn to them. We're automatically drawn to the woe and in of the emotional connection of, oh my God, I want to be just like them. I want that relationship. They look like they have it together. They're speaking these things, but actions are differently. And so we're going to talk about that. So first, you know, Kim and Rebecca, open up and share, you know, some of the things, because I know we've all done it. Like, we all have looked at somebody and said, oh my God, I want to be connected to them. Right? Or a past relationship, your relationship. Why do you feel like as women, we ignore the red flags that we see based on what it looks like from the outside?
Okay. Business wise, yeah, because I do two examples. Business wise, I was following a particular so-called coach, and she was marketing the lifestyle that I like, right? And so I was drawn to what was posted on social media, and then I soon found out that was a lie. So I think for in that instance, I was drawn to the type of lifestyle I wanted it, and she presented that. When it comes to relationship, as some of you know, I just released my first book, and I was drawn to that narcissist because of the charm and the words. And so I'm learning to be careful with, I guess you say, not paying attention to the red flags per se, but it's still kind of hard in a sense, because if you're drawn to something, it gets your attention. And I guess what I'm saying, once it gets your attention, then you need to start digging a little deep to make sure that those actions line up with what that person is saying. If that makes sense. Yeah. Because you're going to be drawn to it, you know, because I know how I like the physical. And if I'm drawn to that, then I got to go behind that physical, you know what I'm saying? And see what your heart and what your mind is made of, you know? So don't be so quick to be, oh, he's this, he's that, or she's this, she's that. You got to dig deep and ask those hard questions, you know, like I always say, ask the hard questions. Because it's tricky, it's dangerous. I ain't gonna lie. It's
it really is. What about you, Rebecca?
It really is. It's so funny because back when I was younger, my grandmother who raised me, she told me this. She said, Rebecca, I worry about you because when you get old, you just such a good person. You see the world differently than everybody else. You see the world through rose-colored glasses, and somebody is going to hurt you so bad because you're going to realize that what it looks like is not what it is. And I didn't understand what she said, what she meant by that until we had waited for months to save up for a new VCR. That was back when VCRs, and the person sold her a box of bricks. It wasn't a VCR, it was a box of bricks. And I just was like, oh, people do this kind of stuff. You know, this is what I'm talking about. So now it's like, now for me, sometimes like with red flags, I've always been that person to where I never saw, I won't say the red flags in the beginning, but sometimes the red flags are white. Sometimes they are a different color. And then you think that, well, they told me they was this. Why would they lie? Why would they lie? Why? You know, because I'm this who I am. I don't have this. I don't have that. I'm just tell you. But for me, it is very disheartening because sometimes you want to go into it believing that a person is who they are. And so when they do let you down, it just hurts so bad because you're like, I would have took you like that. I would have took you just like that.
You tell the truth.
Yes. And then for me, I hate it because it just, even the people that come after that who have the good intentions now, you have to treat them a certain way and they don't deserve that because of that, you know, initial encounter. So I think sometimes people don't see the red flags, or people do, but they feel like, well, you know what? Because maybe I can get past that and it'll be different for me. And that's bad as well. But
I mean, and the crazy part is we all have done it before, because you just don't want to believe that a person is this particular way, right?
Exactly.
Or as I was saying on Monday, we excuse the behavior because we give them excuse or give them the grace that, oh, this is them in the moment, but this is not really who they are. Like they're having a moment, or they may be feeling a certain type of way, and that's why they reacted or they responded. And what happens is, and we say it all the time, the real you will show up. Like regardless to if you're trying to have the perception that you are someone else, the real you eventually is going to show up. But what's crazy is the real them is showing up in those small situations. We just choose not to believe that those are those people. And it's crazy because even in the event that we hear it from somebody else, we still say, oh no, they're not gonna do that to me.
They knew, yeah.
That's not how they treat
I'm
me.
different.
Now they treated you like that, but they not treating me like that. And then eventually you are them.
Yeah.
That's why you have to bow before you become them. Because I'm like, if they'll do that to her, they'll run me over.
That's a really good segue, Rebecca, because oftentimes, and let's keep it funky, oftentimes we will engage in those scenarios where they've done the other person a certain type of way. And we'll listen to it and we'll be like you said, even though we said, oh, if they'll do them that way, then eventually we still give them a pass when it concerns us. And it's like, why did we do that? Why does it have to be where we give the individual? And I'm not talking just about I'm talking about relationships with people. I'm talking about relationship with a male, relationship with a woman, whatever the case may be. We still give them the pass until we get that sucker punch in the stomach and like, God dog, I should have known you was gonna do it to me because I didn't seen you do it to other people. But we still, it still gets to that in order for us to say, okay, now, that is you. Now you done did it to me. Now I can say I've been a part of the same situation scenario as everybody else. But so let's talk about different red flags. And you guys, if you have red flags, if you're in the comments and you know that you've been in the space that we're talking about, let us know in the comments that you agree, and how did you deal with that? So let's talk about some of the red flags, right? When it comes to, let's go into relationships first. Since we are women, of course, let's talk about some of the red flags that we have encountered when it comes to certain things. And my reasoning of asking that is because maybe somebody sit back and they see these same red flags and they just like, no, that's not, he not doing that. Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he is.
Let's talk about those things. What are some red flags? And Kim, you can go first, some that you've encountered when it comes to
relationship wise. What I learned from my last marriage, in the beginning, he was overly buying and overly doing for me, with the gifts and the vehicles. And it's like, okay, slow down, slow down. And then I soon learned that, okay, so you buy me this nice vehicle, give me money and things like that, which eventually turned into control. So for me, that would be a red flag, that if they just come out the gate just showering you with gifts. Now, don't get me wrong, I like gifts, but we're gonna jump out the gate with a, like okay, slow down. But I still would kind of be a little leery, if you will, if you overly do it. And you come out with all these, oh, I promise this, I promise that, because now I'm a woman of action. I don't care what your mouth is saying. Absolutely, I don't. The action is all action for me. I don't, at this big old age, I don't want to hear what you're going to do, how you're going to do it. Just do it. And then when you do it, be consistent in it. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, be watchful when they start overshowering you with gifts too much at a time, because eventually they're gonna want to control you at some point, and then they're gonna make you feel bad. Well, I did this, I did that, so it's messy. Oh God, it's so messy. It's messy.
So Rebecca, I'm gonna ask you from a business standpoint, because oftentimes, I mean, it's happening every day that people are just showing up with whoever they want to be on social media and allowing others to feel like, oh, I can be that person. I can be just like you or more than you. So let's talk about some red flags that comes with businesses for those that are tuned in and watching.
For me, being a tax pro is one of the things that I love what I do, but I hate the perception that business owners take, like, because I'm a tax pro, they charge a different price. they feel like because I'm so busy, they can under deliver and I'm just not gonna notice. So now things that I look at, well, for me, red flags now to me in business is if you are promoting something on social media, you're promoting it where everybody can see it, but I have to message you to get the price. You know, I have to message you to get the price, or you say things like, or now one of the big ones is where, and I get it, business owners, you know, we're business owners, we do it, we have overhead, we have bills, we have this. But my thing is, if you can't deliver, so one of the things that I look at now is when people are offering these specials or these sales on product-based things, not services, because with a service, you can get 30 people in one webinar, that's cool, fine. But when it's a product that has to be customized to me and delivered to me, and you're promoting it and you're taking on 90 people, you know, I already know, okay, somebody's gonna fall through the crack. And most times it's mine. Most times, because I'm always understanding to the business owner. But now when I say, look, you know, I done paid, give me my stuff, this, then now I'm being the problem or whatever. So those are things that I look for now. You know, who are they offering it to? What are they offering it? Or is it something that, you know, they're doing, I need 100 people at $20 and then it's going to be a 3-day turnaround for something that I know takes 2 weeks to do. You know, those kind of things. I think we just, as business owners, we just need to stand on it at all times. And now I'm learning that. I'm nice. I love everybody, but business is business. And now people are like, oh, well, I went somewhere else because, you know, you just be doing too much. How do I do too much? Because I asked for good, you know, I'm due. Like, like, it's just, so it's okay. You know, they're going to make you be the victim when you want to stand on business, but they expect you to understand when they don't stand on business. So those are a lot of red flags for me.
Absolutely. So I'm just gonna give a couple from a relationship perspective, and then I'm gonna tell you some of the red flags that I witnessed as well. So sometimes we mask it. Sometimes we make excuses for the red flag. So let's just say he doesn't communicate. And then what we would call it instead is he's just quiet, right? Or he avoids accountability. We'll say he's misunderstood. He's inconsistent. We'll say, oh, he's busy, right? He lacks emotional depth. He's not expressive. He disrespects small boundaries. That's just how he is. He moves too fast. He knows what he wants. And y'all know we have said this before. We didn't say it before. He love bombs early. He's intentional, right? So look at some of your red flags. Look at some of the things that are red flags that you use excuses, or you call them something different because you really want them to be something different. But it really is the red flag of what it is. Now, granted, sometimes we have those red flags from a previous relationship and we can't go into a new relationship saying that, because he very well may be busy, right? So sometimes you have to, and then if he's consistent, but also we have to go with, what do you want? Like, if he's busy now, he may be busy in the relationship too. So you're going into it knowing that these things are already in place. So that comes to on a relationship basis. But when it comes to business, I always say, a person who is claiming to be this person, they're claiming to have this much money, they're claiming to have these many clients. How is it that you can speak to someone that they're doing business with currently, and their conversation is totally different than what they're showcasing on social media platforms? I always say you can check by referrals. If they putting out who people's client is and they saying that this is their client, these are the services they provide, it's so easy to go directly to that individual. How was your experience with such and such and such? Tell me, how did they help you? Did you get to your next level of what they said that they can assist you with? Did your dollar bills? Because let me tell y'all, the social media world, we're having you thinking that you can fly on a mountaintop and without the plane. They don't
Yep.
have the plane to get you to the mountaintop, but on social media, they got all the things, the steps. So those are some of the red flags. A person who constantly talks about how much money they have, who constantly showcases all of these glamorous things. However, they haven't done it before. You can't tell me you make 7 figures and you a millionaire and you ain't coached nobody to get to millions.
Nobody.
Like, how is it that you are this particular person and you're not a sister? So those are red flags. And I always say, do your homework on people before you make a solid decision.
Just make it about what they have. Do your diligence.
Like, do solid. Like, you have the right to ask particular questions when it comes to what concerns you and your business. And then be real with yourself. Are you ready? Somebody can tell you all day long. Rebecca can tell you she can get you to 8 figures, but if you come to her and you don't have your state paperwork together with your business, how are you going to get to that amount of money officially as a business owner? And you don't even have your paperwork. The foundation is shaky. The foundation is shaky. So those are things that are red flags. So y'all tell us some of y'all red flags. We got Mercy who says, Jay Kelly, some people mask well for sure until they don't, and then they slip up and boom, the mask is out. Yeah, the real them don't show up.
The real, yes.
Yeah. So like they say, sometimes you attract what you put out as well. I like
what
that.
You're putting out there. What you're putting out. Action speaks louder than words. And they said, I'm guilty of moving off emotions, but I'm learning to move watching than moving. That's very good. If you sit back and watch, they will somebody will tell you who they are. They will showcase who they are. And if you sit back and you are quiet, you are slow to speak and slow to move because you are paying attention to what's happening. A lot of times you don't have to, it don't even have to happen to you for you to see what's going on. And stop being moved by something flashy. Stop being moved by actual facts, things that has taken place. And one of the things that I do, and I know Rebecca does, and even Kim, we put out reviews from people that are saying directly what it is and what they received based on whatever the desire was or whatever business we have done with them. It's actual words. It's not me taking it and making it myself. It's what the people said.
With a stamp of approval on it.
Now you gotta have the receipts. And even on my reviews, I tell them post the bad, because I tell people all the time, they gonna tell you one thing. They gonna tell you about me. She's slow, but she's good. They might take a little while, but she gonna get you. Ain't nobody gonna say I done frauded them, I done stole their identity, I done none of that. So they gonna say it might take a little long, but she gonna get you together. Those reviews and receipts, it tells it all.
It tells it all, and it's coming from them and not just from you.
Exactly.
You're not taking their words and putting it. It's actually their reviews. Because for me, I want you to do a video. I want you to speak, and I'm like you, Rebecca. I can hold myself accountable if I didn't do something the right way to fix it and make it right. For integral reasons, I'm definitely going to be able to do that. And there is not anybody that can say anything. If it was a time, and I speak about it all the time, there was a time when I was going through stuff with my mom and my sister and myself that I didn't have the capacity to carry the weight. So I had to give money back because I'm like, listen, I'm not at my 100%. I'm not working at 100%. There's times where I have told clients, okay, I know these couple of months, I didn't give you what I said. So don't pay me for 2 months. Let's pick back up. We still gonna work. But because I want to be integral with what it is that I'm doing. And there's a lot of business owners that don't do that.
Good customer service.
Yeah, I mean, I would rather you say, you know what, we had an issue, but she fixed it. Rather than I didn't fix it, and you have these bad things to say about me. And that's just holding yourself accountable as a business owner. So what's some other red flags, y'all? What's some other things that we have dealt with, that we have possibly dealt with, that you can think about when it comes to even let's just say friendships. Let's talk about friendships. We've talked about business. We've talked about relationships. Let's talk about friendships, because sometimes we allow those red flags with friendships to happen as well, based on how long we've been friends with somebody, based on, you know, and that not a red flag as in we have to end the friendship, but there's things that's taking place within the friendship that you give a pass to, but is deteriorating your thought process and your feelings towards somebody that could be a really good friend or just a friend or associate, whatever, that you have dealt with because you just didn't want it to be that individual or that person.
Those underhanded comments. Those
the
comments, you know, I've ignored a lot of them because I like hearing you crazy. But when you get older and you sit back and you think back on those comments, those little under the breath comments and the hee, the laugh off, pay attention to those comments.
So what would you recommend? Because I've had a few people, like you say, like, girl, you know, they make those little sly comments. And there's been times where in the beginning, I wouldn't say nothing. And then I kind of go off and think about, like, did she just say that? So then I said, okay, we're not going to let that happen anymore. So the next time you said, I call you out on it. And it's like, okay, because I feel like I'm being a good friend because I'm letting you know, hey, I didn't appreciate what you said. Like, I didn't appreciate it. So what do you do when, after you didn't have that conversation, they do it again?
Stop it right there. Because now we don't even need to walk off. We unmuted now. So we don't even need to walk off. We need to call it out when it's being said. And for me, I let it go a millions of times because I'm thinking, oh no, that's my girl. She ain't meaning it like that. But then the same one, the same thing, the little stuff, the under, you know, now I say, stop it in its tracks. Let's talk about it right there. Because like Jay said, that passive aggressive, we too old for that.
So say that was done, it was stopped in the tracks, and then we move on and you do it again.
So and you know, I don't think that a person at our age needs to continue to be told the same thing over and over and over and over again. So then I think another course of action needs to take place. You know, sometimes it may need a direct question. Let me ask you this. Do you have a problem with me? You know, a direct question needs to be asked.
Or meanwhile, why do you feel, or even the question possibly, why do you feel what you said to me is valid? Why do you feel, you know, I have a way with words. Why do you feel, like, I need to ask you this because you keep bringing this up and it's making me feel a certain type of way. So I need to ask you a question and I need you to give me a direct answer based on what it is that you're saying. Why do you feel what you're saying is valid when it concerns me? Why do you feel that? Because if they can give you a valid reason of explaining that to you, then you know right then and there, okay, now you just trying to be direct with how you feel about, because you should have a valid reason on why you feel this way or why you're saying this to me or about me that I've told you a numerous amount of times that I feel a certain type of way about this, because now I feel like you're doing it because you know it makes me feel a certain type of way.
Exactly.
So that would be, I mean, I've had red flags with certain relationships and I've been passive because I didn't want to believe this person would be doing these things, right? And so, because as people, when you have a sincere heart when it comes to people, you just don't automatically assume that because you treat them or you have the expectation of you want them to treat you like you treat them. It's certain things that you just like, no, that's not what she said. Like, you didn't really feel like that. Like, y'all took it the wrong way.
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? Too sensitive. You being too sensitive. It's very offensive. When I tell you something offends me and you tell me, oh, you just being sensitive. No, because if I was being sensitive, I'd punch you in your mouth. So, I'm not being sensitive. I'm telling you that it bothers me. So, and if you can't acknowledge that after I tell you, it's something deeper. And I hate saying people hate. I like, that's never going to say somebody. That's not my thing. But if you can't tell me why you're saying what you're saying, because that's just like if I come around you every time and I be like, oh, can't make me, or I say it to you, oh. So You just gonna keep getting your locks done. So you just gonna keep it. Oh, so you just gonna keep. So and I keep telling you, and then you say, why do you keep asking that?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, girl, I was just playing. Why you being so sensitive?
Yeah.
But you keep saying it. So how am I supposed to react? How am I supposed to take it? You keep saying it. Obviously, you're trying to get my attention in some type of way.
Yeah.
Oh.
And your expectation, and it's always I'm gonna keep pushing until you bite back. And then when you bite back, their response is gonna be different because they didn't expect you to bite back.
Exactly.
So here's my theory. My theory on it, and I say it all the time, is I want you to woman up when it comes when it concerns me. Like I'm gonna ask you the bold question because I want you to I'm gonna make you say what the issue is. And how I do that is I'm not gonna go back and forth with subliminals. I'm gonna ask you directly so you can woman up and tell me directly what is the issue. Because I think a lot of people, they're becoming social media bullies, they're becoming this, they're becoming that. Nah, I don't have time for that. I just want you to say what it is so we can have a clear understanding on how we move at this point. Like how we don't be sketchy, you know, just be real with how you feel. If you are feeling a certain type of way, I don't care, envy, whatever it is, either we're gonna fix it in communication or we're not. But I would rather you be upfront and tell me what it is, because I'm gonna be upfront and tell you what it is when it concerns me, and we can either do whatever we do from there. But I wanted y'all to address this as well, because Yolanda had a good point. She says they claim to be your sis but never support you, clap for you, or invest in you. But they have the money. They have the money.
That's a big one.
Well, they don't want to see you do better than them.
I've ignored that one for years. Because I'm gonna tell you the type of friend I am. The type of friend I am, I don't care if Shein got it for $5. If you got it for $7, I'm gonna buy it from you from $7. I'm not saying I'm gonna shop at Shein too, but I'm not going to see you have the same product as my friend. I know how business is. I know things get slow. I know, and this one sale can probably do something in your business. I'm going to do that.
Yes.
It's not, and I'm not, and again, I'm not saying, oh, so you saying I can't shop Shein. I'm not saying that.
Right.
Because I shop at Shein. But I'm still gonna support. You have people that, because if you're doing it, they're gonna always compare the price. And as a friend, if this is your friend, I don't care that it's $2 more. I'm supporting your brand.
I love that.
I'm supporting your brand.
Yeah. Because we never, as an entrepreneur, that one purchase from that friend can give you the motivation for that day to keep going. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I've seen people who call themselves my friend acquainted to me on social media typing who do taxes.
Wow.
Blatantly. Like, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I feel too, like, and y'all tell me, I'm pretty sure we all have grown to this. Yolanda, any entrepreneur, your success is not going to come from your hot market. It's just not. No. It's not going to come from your hot market. When I was in multi-level marketing, and I'm not going to lie, it used to in the beginning, because your heart tells you that these people are going to support what you're doing, because you would do that. Because your heart would support them and serve them at whatever level of capacity or whatever it is. Yeah. But I just had to learn that my growth is not going to come from my inner circle. And
it used to bother me too, Mika.
Yeah, I had to learn that, okay, I'm not going to get to my next level. So what do? How do I correct that? I constantly, and I talk about this as well through classes, you constantly got to get fresh blood. You constantly got to go out, make your cold markets warm, make your warm markets hot. If you consistently get new fresh blood, then you'll continue to grow. But I stopped being upset with other people, because let me tell you, a lot of us have done more than one business, and they may have supported us in the beginning. We can't expect them to continue to support any of our efforts. Yeah. And when I start having that level of expectation, it's like, okay, you blessed me and served me in the time season that I needed you the most. And now I thank God for what you did before, or even what you didn't do. because for whatever reason you made that decision and just keep moving. So I hope that blesses somebody, because you're not gonna get to your next level with just the people that you know. I mean, that's
definitely not.
That's just it.
Because some people not gonna support just because it's you, and they feel like they are paying your bill or paying for your vacations or paying for your. If you go out and get you a candy apple, they see that's why I said, boy, she don't win and got candy apple 2 days in a row. That's why I ain't going back.
Yeah, you're right.
Like Mika said, you just have to get a whole fresh audience all the time. Oh, okay.
I'm back. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's what you're supposed to do. I'm supposed to be able to enjoy the fruits of my labor. I worked for it, didn't I? I did what I was supposed to do. So in the meantime,
I can't get a candy.
Yeah.
I can't go out to dinner.
Yeah, you just can't. The expectation is you're supposed to stay where you are. You're not supposed to grow. You're not supposed to continue to grow. But I'll be honest, half the people that I started with, they are not with me today. And it's not because I didn't fulfill my obligation. It's just that I just don't have the expectation that every time I put something out, or every time I have an event, or every time there's certain things that these people are supposed to show up. The ones that I've been rocking with for 20 plus, they gonna show up every time. It don't matter. But even in that, I don't expect them to continue to purchase. You know, I know who they are, right? For me and what it is. So that's what we have to do. So I hope that we have blessed y'all today with the conversation, because it was really good on all levels, all levels when it comes to us as individuals. And so excited. So what we got coming up, y'all? Rebecca, you got something coming up?
I do. I finally got my flyer. So now I just got to set a date, because y'all, I am so busy. It's conference season, so I've been busy. But I do have a Unmute Challenge coming up. And I have another event coming up called Unmuted and Outside. So I can't wait to figure out the details. Plan it, and y'all get ready.
Outside.
June 13th. What you got June 13th, Rebecca?
Oh, let me see. I got to see. That's why I'm so thankful for me, because my mind is so one track. Oh, June 13th, I am going to be on the amazing Tamiria Weaver's stage for the Emerge event in Dallas. Y'all, she is a phenomenal person, and to be invited to her stage is so big. So if y'all are in Dallas, y'all please get tickets, because Unmuted is outside. Put me on a stage.
Outside. She outside.
Yeah, so I'm excited. I'm so excited about that. I am so
ma'am. It's gonna be super dope. So even if you're not in Dallas and you want to come down, I always say the only way that you can get out of your community and into another community to network and grow, like we just talked about, your hot market, make it cold, market warm, is to be in the room. And this is going to be a safe space for women. When we talk about Emerge, we're not just talking about in business. We're talking about as being a whole woman, emerging from a situation, circumstances, growing, meeting new people. There's also vendor booths that are available as well. So Rebecca has posted the flyer on her page. And let me tell y'all how outside Rebecca is. Rebecca has been on the Power Influence Radio TV with Sisters Cafe. She also been on the Daily Faith Network with Sisters Cafe. So she outside for real. So she is definitely unmuted. She is definitely on the move. Shoot, I looked up, I said, Rebecca has been on more platforms in the last 30 days. But excited.
She's making it happen. She's making it
happen. All right, Miss Kim, what you got coming up, Miss Kim?
I can't really announce it yet until my next meeting with my PR. So y'all just stay tuned, and for those of you that still haven't got a copy of the book, you can still get that on my social media platform, on my website, www.powerhousebykp.com. Make sure you go ahead. It's a good short read. It's blessing people all over. And hopefully within the next week or two, I'll be able to let y'all know what's cooking in the kitchen over here.
Absolutely. So we got a lot of things going on. So make sure that y'all follow them. Me, myself, I'm in graduation season. I got 2 nephews that are graduating within the next 2 weeks. So I have nothing in June. However, in July, I am receiving an award at the Essence, in New Orleans. So excited about that, to be able to be there. So shout out to Dr. Tasha Dickerson, who is offering me an award for that. And then also on Sunday, while I'm in Houston, I am getting another award on Sunday. So just excited about all. And I thank everybody for all of the accolades, the recognition that I am receiving. There's a Drip Empower weekend that I will be with Cole Rose and some of the other ladies that are in the city of Houston. So we're excited about that. But other than that, I'm focusing on my one-on-one clients, such as Kim, Geo, all of the things. So we're just excited to be able to do that. And then also next week, I got to give a shout out because she's going to come on here. My best of 20 plus is turning 50. So tap, if you come on here, you'll hear your girl gave you a shout out. So we are excited. Tap Shoes is going to be 50 years old. So she has something that she is also planning in the city of Houston for next Friday. So we are excited. We hope that we blessed y'all today with the Morning Tea Radio Show. Make sure that y'all follow us. Go to my platform, Rebecca Kim, follow us, because we got an exciting guest that's going to be on. Hopefully she'll be on next week. We have an exciting guest that's going to be on. And y'all don't want to miss it next week.
Definitely
don't want to miss it.
Don't want to miss it.
We'll have a good show next week. So y'all have a good day. Good Wednesday. We'll be back next week. Same place, same time, same location, right here on the Morning Tea Radio Show with your girl, Mika Diamond.
And your girl, Miss Unmuted.
And your favorite Miss Kimberly. Go out and be kind.
Have an amazing Wednesday. We'll see y'all next week.
Wake up, the tea is hot. Mika, Kim, and Rebecca got the spot. Sip it slow, let the gossip flow. Morning tea is your daily glow. Turn it up, hear the laughter ring. Stories fly like birds on wings. Steeped in truth with a twist of fun. The morning tea has just begun. Pour a cup, let the chatter spree. Your morning fix is here with thee. Mika, Kim, and Rebecca agree. The morning tea is the place to be.